In radiation cover-up news.
Don't tell me Japan got some new shit.
Submitted by Vroom Vroom. Tourists have been exposed to radiation for years at a Grand Canyon museum.
Oh, wait, I heard about this shit. I heard about this shit.
Not Taika.
I didn't go to
heard
Grand
about this shit.
Canyon.
From what?
I took Taika to Grand Canyon.
We didn't go to the museum though.
Fuck no, museums are boring.
Really?
I think, wait, right.
They have uranium there?
Uranium, right?
Uranium.
Fucking uranium.
Why would they have uranium at a
fucking
museum?
uranium on display. They were just fucking,
It wasn't on display.
It wasn't on display?
Oh.
Oh, I thought it was on display somewhere. But it's still.
They had 5-gallon containers, sorry, filled with uranium.
Just in case?
They just had it there.
What?
They just had it there just to be there. Like, I haven't found a reason as to why it was.
Like, I feel like the government was like, hey, we need a place to hold uranium just for a minute. And the museum's like, oh, cool, we got space.
They were
got all
just like
kinds of
these
space.
rocks that I don't know how they obtained.
Or how do you, what is uranium used for? Or what?
Bombs.
Nuclear shit?
Nuclear.
Oh, they still use that?
Yeah, that's what causes like the reaction in the like nuclear reactor.
You need uranium for nuclear power plants.
Okay, so from 2000 to June 18, 2018,
Holy shit.
you went to this particular building.
You got exposed to radiation.
You got exposed to a shit ton of radiation.
A shit ton.
Yeah.
Really?
Because it's about 400 times for adults, like the recommended,
Oh no.
and 4,000 times for children. And they were saying that they would have tours here because it was stored right next to this taxidermy case. And they would have children go and look at it, and they'd have these whole like 30-minute presentations in that room.
Just everybody sit on the fucking uranium drum.
So there was this building, building 2C.
Oh, okay, I don't think I went there.
And did they just forget?
And no one was experiencing side effects for 18 years. Like, did anyone work long enough to?
Well, that's the beauty about tourism, right? You have people from all over the world coming in, and then they go back to where they came from.
Well, I'm thinking about the workers.
Yeah, the workers.
Yeah, the workers.
Well, one of the workers turned into a giant spider, and he crawled away.
They're already in the Southwest.
So this was the case, the taxidermy case, and these 5-gallon containers, they were here. They were just kept in these little things.
Oh, just fucking Homer buckets from Home Depot?
Yeah.
Jesus!
And then OSHA, I believe,
OSHA!
they came because
That's the workers' fucking
Yeah.
safety people. OSHA.
Safety hazard.
Hazard. Yeah.
I remember in our warehouse, we're like, OSHA's here! And we have fucking do all this shit. Pick the fire hydrants up!
I used to work at a warehouse.
Fire extinguishers and shit.
so
Distract the OSHA man!
The ocean man. I just imagine the dude in a cape with like a fucking clipboard just like
Yeah.
zooms in and be like,
Everyone act like you're really happy with your job.
They're looking for problems and shit. Oh, the fucking ladder's too close. Like, damn, he's writing shit. What is he writing?
yeah, so they're saying that this uranium threat was discovered in March of 2018 by the teenage son of a park employee who so happens to be a Geiger counter enthusiast, which is like the machine that measures radiation.
Thank God for that nerd.
Lucky
So
nerd.
they immediately moved the buckets to another location in the building.
Oh, that is stupid.
That motherfucker got that like prong, and he's like, you know how it makes that radiation noise, like, and it's like going crazy, and he's like, Dad.
17, not 8.
And they put it in a plastic. And they put it in a plastic Ralph's bag and took it to the basement.
Dad, there's a lot of radiation here.
This man named Elston, he's the safety, health, and wellness manager. He was doing an audit, and then that's when one of the employees mentioned this, and he was like, "What? Like, we should do something about this
casually
now,
mention the uranium? Like,
right?"
Why do they have uranium again? Just for display?
I don't know why. It's not even
Oh, okay.
displayed. It's in buckets, and
Right.
one of the buckets was so full to the point where the lid didn't even close.
How come they had that much uranium?
I don't know.
dude, like,
Did they think it was a special moon rock or some shit?
What are the side effects of something like that?
Like high
die.
exposure to radiation.
Cancer?
Yeah, cancer. The cells, like your cells could die, or they could multiply, like
Hair loss?
cancer.
get superpowers?
They're all X-Men there now.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, you went to the museum?
No, I've been to the Grand Canyon though, but I was like, oh, okay, I've never seen that building before. I'm safe.
So he instantly called a national park specialist in Colorado, but then the specialist apparently didn't have
Uranium tools.
counter. So then they drove to
Why'd they hit up this 17-year-old?
to pick up this ludum
Lubriderm.
meter, which also measures radiation output. And then once they got there several days later, they found, or they weren't even wearing protective clothing.
Oh Lord.
They were in a tank top.
They purchased dishwashing and gardening gloves.
Oh.
And
They
then
put suntan lotion on.
They used a broken mop handle to lift the buckets into the truck. And then that's when they took.
Oh no, so they're exposing themselves the entire time.
Fucking stupid.
Damn.
So then they dumped the uranium into an old uranium dig.
Oh, okay.
And then they brought the buckets back.
Oh, dude, leave the fucking bucket.
Are they like just not really educated and
Have you ever
like?
seen a movie?
Well,
Yeah, that's.
I'm just assuming that they are kind of, you know, like maybe.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
You know, just the West Virginia types, you know, like
Inbred Teds.
yeah, but you don't have to be inbred. I mean, there's smart inbred people, like the royal family's inbred,
yeah,
but you know,
There's some West Virginians who aren't inbred.
yeah, I'm just thinking like
Yeah, these
I'm
are the-
fucking around West Virginia, Jesus.
maybe they didn't go to school.
Wait, why didn't they call like the fucking government or anything? I
Well,
feel
they
like-
obviously didn't think it was a big deal,
feel like
right?
there's
They look like they're covered.
fucking.
No, that's after the fact, right?
Well, I don't know. They're claiming that these are it, so I don't know. But yeah.
Well, this is probably during cleanup.
So and then they're pretty much when complaints were escalated. That's when the guy.
Or were they just lazy? They're like, fine, I'll do it. Fine.
Right.
Yeah, I guess so. That's when this dude was fired. But then he turned to the Office of Special Counsel, which is a federal agency that protects whistleblowers. And then his termination was stayed. And I don't know, but apparently he has a new job.
Oh God.
National Park Service.
That's so sad.
This dude,
I'd be pissed at how many idiots I was working with.
yeah, he's a military vet, and he's also certified in occupational safety and health technician. And so he,
And no one wanted to listen to this guy.
I know. Well,
Like, well, I want to know what the reasoning was for the dumbasses.
it seemed like they were just trying to like cover this up, and they also don't really know what steps to take
To cover
now.
it up?
No, like now, because what he ended up doing is he sent a notice to everyone, pretty much telling them like, hey, you have been exposed to high amounts of radiation from this time to this time. Everyone needs to know about this because the people, the higher ups, they just were not letting people know.
I really want a panel of all the higher up people and everyone involved, and I just want to watch the conference.
Yes.
Like, how are they gonna try to lie their asses off of this? They're fucking so stupid.
Yeah. Well, Your Honor, we put it in a. At that time, we did put it in a bucket.
Yeah, two buckets.
But we put a lid on it,
Not completely on one of them.
We had gloves on. We had kitchen gloves on.
and we bought red buckets just so that people know that it's bad. Like red is
And
bad.
don't worry, we got latex gloves, not the non-latex. We got the latex gloves.
Yeah.
I want to meet the moron who thought that was okay. I want to hear their answers.
I want to know how it got there. I want to know who like dug
For
it up.
10 years, dude.
Uranium is like super controlled too, right? Because people are trying to make bombs out of it and shit, and meanwhile it's just fucking sitting in a bucket in some publicly accessible place.
Well, because one guy was moving.
Yeah, right?
Well, because a terrorist was moving, and he was like, "Hey, Bob, so I got all this uranium here, and you guys have a museum. You like education, right? Like, I don't want it to go to waste, guys. You want it? Like, we'll figure out a
What a
place for it."
charitable terrorist.
Yeah, and then they're like, "Oh, my terrorist days are over," you know.
Yeah, I'm getting out.
Yeah, he's like, "I'm done." And he goes, "Okay, we can find a nice home for your uranium."
Putting on a fire sale, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so he was saying that he pressed park superintendents to take action. He submitted an inspector general complaint. He contacted the FBI.
Damn, good for this
And
guy.
he also wrote to every member of Congress.
Nice.
Damn.
That
And
is
he let
very
his
awesome.
colleagues know in a letter.
That's when I love tattletales.
He's covering his ass, dude.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing. Which is good.
How did he find out?
He took
It was
care of
his
everyone
son?
else.
Yeah.
No, it was a different employees.
Oh, and then they told him.
And then when he was doing an audit, that's when he found, like months later, that's when they found out.
Because if he didn't tell those people after knowing that shit, he's
He'd be
fucked
fucked.
as hell.
And that's what his higher ups are dealing with right now. And then so now they're just saying like, you know, how do we even handle this? Like, how do we let all these visitors,
That shit's mini
Yeah.
fucking Fukushima right there.
yeah, and all these like foreigners that visit, like how do you
Over, what was it, 18 years? 18 years that it was sitting there?
Oh, it was 18? I thought it was just 10.
2000 from 2000.
I don't know why I said 10.
Oh, I was going off of your 10
Was
years.
this building
I fucked up.
popularly used?
I hope not. I hope it was one of those like off the road kind of museums, like come to the Colorado Grand Canyon Museum, and then they have like one feather, and it's like this one came off of Chief Running.
Well, it says that it's used to house and curate artifacts, academia, tours.
Okay,
So all these children.
Approximately 2 to 5 workers were in the building daily. There were minor aged interns.
Were they like, no wonder I'm getting fucking different genitals on my back.
I was like, I grew dicks on my back. Now I know why, finally.
There were approximately 800 to 1,000 visitors every year. And there were minor aged visitors.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Dude, the lawsuits that could come out of this.
There's gonna be so many child lobsters.
They're gonna say lawsuits.
Lobsters. Kids with claws.
He says that you get 400 times the amount in like just a few seconds. Imagine the
Yep.
kids that were there for like half an hour presentation.
Working there for 12 hours a day.
And then working there, yeah.
In that room.
What the hell?
What kind of superpower are they gonna get?
Just cancer.
Probably they can climb walls.
If you knew you could get a superpower but you couldn't pick it, would you be down with it? Here's the possibility of getting a superpower or getting cancer and dying.
Oh no.
I'll take the suing for money.